NHA Hypothetical Containment Report. Subject, Roger Rabbit. Associated entity, Jessica Rabbit. Roger and Jessica Rabbit are not anomalies in the traditional sense. They are not invaders, they are not experiments gone wrong, and they are not dangerous because they want to hurt anyone. They're dangerous because reality does not apply to them consistently. From the Null Horizon Authority's perspective, Roger and Jessica represent a rare but well-documented phenomenon, narrative-driven physics. So, short briefing, Roger Rabbit is a sentient, autonomous cartoon entity, commonly referred to as a toon. His biology, if it can be called that, operates on comedic logic rather than physical law. He can survive crushing force, explosive trauma, dismemberment, and impossible momentum, provided it's funny. Jessica Rabbit, meanwhile, is fully aware of her nature. She exhibits controlled narrative influence, heightened charisma effects, and a stabilizing presence within toon logic. Contrary to popular belief, Jessica is not a passive anomaly. She is a regulatory constant. Next section. Threat assessment. Toons do not obey conservation of energy. They do not obey structural integrity, and they do not obey probability. Roger Rabbit's abilities escalate under stress, fear, or comedic tension. The more chaotic a situation becomes, the more powerful and unpredictable he gets. Jessica Rabbit presents a different risk vector: mimetic distraction and social destabilization. She bends attention, not physics, which makes her less destructive but more disruptive in human systems. Together, they create a localized zone where cause and effect become optional. That places this situation squarely in NHA jurisdiction. Now, classification. Roger Rabbit would be classified as a veiled class reality variant entity. Subtype, narrative physics construct. Jessica Rabbit, veiled class mimetic stabilizer. Subtype, narrative anchor. Veiled class, not because they're harmless, but because overt containment would make the situation worse. The NHA does not attempt capture through force. You cannot outgun slapstick. You cannot outpace a punchline. Instead, the NHA initiates narrative containment protocol. The objective is simple: remove the stage. Phase 1. Environmental normalization. The NHA evacuates civilians under cover of urban redevelopment and infrastructure failure. Cameras are disabled. Crowds are dispersed. Why? Because toons require an audience. No audience, no escalation. Phase 2. Tone suppression. Specialized horizon pins are deployed, not to enforce reality, but to flatten narrative extremes. Comedy stops amplifying outcomes. Punchlines lose momentum. Exaggeration collapses into inconvenience. Roger can still fall. He just doesn't bounce back through 3 buildings. Phase 3. Voluntary relocation. Jessica is approached first, not restrained, not threatened. She understands the rules. Jessica persuades Roger to relocate to a controlled narrative zone, a sealed environment designed to support toon physics without bleeding into baseline reality. Roger complies. He always does, eventually. Next section. Long-term containment status. Roger and Jessica are not imprisoned. They are relocated. Their environment allows cartoon logic to function safely without destabilizing human infrastructure. Monitoring is passive. Intervention is minimal. Conflict is avoided. Because toons don't respond well to cages, if Roger becomes emotionally destabilized, containment priority shifts immediately to re-establishing narrative balance, not suppression. Jessica remains the key stabilizing factor at all times. Separating them is strictly prohibited. Roger Rabbit isn't a threat because he breaks the rules. He's a threat because he plays a different game entirely. The NHA doesn't exist to erase things that don't fit. Sometimes, our job is to recognize when reality needs boundaries, not domination. And sometimes, the safest way to contain chaos is to let it laugh somewhere it can't hurt anyone. So there you have it, Roger and Jessica Rabbit. What's next? Comment your next hypothetical down below, and until next time, this has been Dr. Marcus Zane, former head of research for the NHA.